Welcome everybody to RVC. This is RVT by She's Video Tube. In conjunction on JC by She's Music Jukebox Center. And I am YC the Arm Man coming on live on social media, YouTube, Google, and other social media platforms. Welcome to my house once again. Where I'm making a very late breakfast. Don't really care. What difference does it make if you're eating breakfast on the night and the evening or whatever? What's time, you know? Time ain't shit anymore. Nonetheless, welcome everybody who chose to come here and listen to me. Did you see the new show? It's a show within a show. It's a colony. It's not going to be playing. Maybe when is that show going to be? It's not all the time. Sometimes on a colony. Rashid Almanac. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Into, yeah. It's not orthodox. Try not to be orthodox. Right. Trying to keep things a certain way. And that way is going to require that we get a little rough around the edges. And we have to start getting hard now, guys. We can't stay light-headed when it comes to spirituality. There was a time when we could do that, but we're reaching at a point now where we need something really strong. You know, when the Israelites was in the wilderness, it was being such a pain in the ass to Moses and Aaron that God told Moses to make a copper serpent and set it up, and they had to look at that copper serpent to stay alive. That's how much Moses and God and Aaron was sick and tired of them. They was just sick of dealing with them. That it was to the point where God and Moses and Aaron couldn't do it anymore. So he commanded Moses to make a serpent and set it up. And when they do something bad, in order for them not to die, they have to look at the serpent, because nobody want to deal with them. God ain't want to deal with them. Moses ain't want to deal with them. And Aaron didn't want to deal with them. They were that bad. They were that bad to deal with. They were just sick and tired of them. So every time they murmur and see something bad about the manna they eat, all of a sudden they'll go into a fit and start dying, and they had to look at this serpent, copper serpent that Moses carved out in order for them to stay alive. That's how bad it got in the wilderness when they was waiting. That's how I'm viewing the almanac. Believe it or not. That's how I'm viewing it. Give me a second. I'm going to tell you how. Because we're at a point right now that I'm not tired. They have nothing to do with it. But we need something powerful. And the colony is good. I usually give spiritual lectures, but it's a specific reason that I'm not doing it right now. I usually give spiritual lectures, but so we need something, shall I say, more pungent. Not too hard, not too weak, you know. Because the colony, I think, is pretty weak. It's more of a spiritual discussion, this and that. But we need a show that's not too hard, like a Rashid lecture inside of the temple, and not like the colony where we're just gathered up together and talking and discussing spirituality. We need something that's like in between. Well, just a little bit harder, but in between. And the almanac is going to do that. We need something powerful right now, guys. And that's the only way we can do it. Is have a new show. And that's where the almanac came from. Now, you'll understand about the calendar. But that's what almanac is and everything. When you look at the show, you'll get it. You'll understand where it's coming from. But that's something we just needed so bad. Because it's getting really hectic. You know, like creepy, scary, all around the world. And spirituality can get just as scary. You know what I'm saying? Spirituality can get just as scary as this whatever disease that come upon the face of the earth. You know, whatever disease that come on the face of the earth, spirituality could get just as creepier. You know. We living in a world where if you go watch one of these movies, I'm just guessing, like, you know these movies they got with the, I ain't gonna say Buffy is no more, ain't no more Buffy no more, but there's always one of these spirituality movies where this, that, and the other is going on, and then the priest will always getting his ass whooped. It's always like that, you know? Always. And you got the demonic person sitting up there laughing while the priest getting his ass whooped. People are used to that. Even in The Exorcist, when the demon fell into the man and he jumped in him, and the man jumped. Oh, wait a minute. And the priest, not the man, the priest jumped out of the window and fell down the steps and broke his neck or something like that. Yet and still, we live in a world where the evil wins, even if spiritual wins. Evil always wins. It's almost like, uncanny. You know, it kind of makes you wonder about these directors of these movies, why they always let evil win. Don't understand it. Evil always winning. Well, that's a mind frame that we have about spirituality, whether you know it or not. I know, baby, I can get too deep in it. That's a mind frame about spirituality, whether you know it or not. That we know when we watching like a vampire movie or something like that, the priest is going to get his ass whooped. Always like that. But spirituality, the evilness always wins. Will do the most damage. You know, a priest getting impaled by something on top of a church or some shit. And it's like, why? It's always like, it's always like that. That's in us. So, seeing too much of that in movies and TV shows, when we go through some tribulations, we adapt that attitude somewhere. We do. Even though we believe in the Lord, trust in the Lord, hope in the Lord. Guess what? We're scared. We're scared. See, I disagree with all of that. I disagree. Oh boy, I disagree with all of that 100%. I believe, and in fact I know, we know, the spirituality can get just as hard as the evil spirituality. It's the righteous, it's the evil, it's the righteous spirituality can get just as hard. Just as hard. All you have to do is look in the Bible and see for yourself. That's all you got to do. But somehow, when it's up to man to make movies, the priest gotta get his ass whooped. Spiritual people gotta get their ass whooped. So I beg to differ on that. So when times of trouble come up, it's in us to sit back and get scared. Right, sweetie, because we know evilness is stronger than the goodness. So we need all the help we can get right now. You understand? We need, as spiritual people, we need all of the courage that we can get right now. And these talks now they're good. Some of them good. Some of them getting harder. Some of them getting harder. Some of them are encouraging. I'm not saying they're not.
Even the severe ones are not COVID-19.
I'm not saying they're not. Some of them are good. I'm watching them. But it's not good enough. See, this is really, really something going on here where I feel as though we need something powerful. You know? We need something really powerful. Just as powerful as this disease. But we gotta have it in spirituality. 1 second. We got to. We got to. If we don't, then we're weakened. We're really, really weakened. And we don't need that. So I came up with an almanac. I'm making an almanac. I'm making an almanac. And it's a show. And we're going to be building on it. You'll get it once you see it. Thank you, mother. You'll get it once you see it. We need it. In my opinion, we need it. So I came up with Rashid's Almanac. Now, it's going to play during the colony sometimes. Maybe not all the time. I'm hoping it don't dominate. I'm really hoping it don't dominate. But it's going to play during the colony. And the colony is not going to be shown. We're going to see the beginning of the colony, then we're going to go to the Rashid's Almanac, then it's going to end with the colony. It's going to happen like that. But we need it. I think we need, in my opinion, we need it around here. Something more powerful rather than the average get-together in groups. It's still getting together. That's what I'm saying, sweetie. It's still the same thing as getting together and talking spirituality. It's the same thing. But we're keeping shit even more realer than the colony. We're getting the grit of shit. And I think that's what we need. I think that's what we need. So that's what that is. Expect to see it. if I'm not mistaken, Isabel's Diary come on this Saturday. Alright, I think I'm going to put it with Isabel's Diary this Saturday. It's going to be playing with Isabel's Diary. Now, Sunday is going to be the internet show in Rashid's universe. Saturday is Isabel's Diary and Rashid's Almanac. So we got it mapped out pretty good. Sunday is the fun stuff. And Saturday is the spiritual. Well, Isabel's Diary ain't spiritual, but you get the sense of what I'm saying. So I guess it's a win-win on that, you know. And that's what it is, guys. I think we need an almanac around here. The Book of the Dead. You know, that type shit, you know. That'll do us good, because there's a lot of things that I would like to talk about, and this is the show we're going to do it on. And ain't no kitty smiley face shit around this spirituality here, dude. That's why I see it's for intelligent spiritual people, guys. It ain't for the average spiritual person. So, right on the way, yo, if you're a spiritual person and want us to see it, you might walk away from it. You might leave it. I don't think you're gonna stay there, but but who knows? You might not stay there, because it ain't for the kind of like, oh, we gotta be saved and everything is all right. Just get baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, and get saved and everything will be all right, and this disease will pass and yada yada. No, it ain't none of that fucking shit, dude. It's the real deal. So some people might not take to that. Yeah, some people might not take to it now. So I'm letting you know now. And to those people, just wait for the colony. I will let you know when the almanac and when the colony is going to be shown. But it's on the same show. It's in the colony. So I will let you know. Don't worry about that. I'll let you know. I think it's very important that we have something really, really strong right now. And the average preaching, I think, is not going to do it. No, I don't think that's going to do it. I think we need something more stronger than the average preaching. And this is it. The almanac is it. The Rashid Almanac is definitely it. Got a weekend full of entertainment, you know. I'll probably do another picture up tomorrow. I probably will. Friday, you know. Gotta have something to look at, you know. I mean, everybody is just up on this crisis thing. It's like, it's really hard, you know, especially them over Italy. And I gave a deep concern and shout out and a heartfelt appreciation for the doctors and nurses and what have you, that's working overtime, and I brought out, that's why I say they should be rich. If I was ruling things, they should be rich, and I did, and I said that. That's why they should be rich. They should not leave all of that work and then go back to standardized living and something. That don't make no sense. that these nurses and doctors are working like that, and they're not well kept. It just don't make no sense. And that goes for the firefighters, the police officers. They're risking their lives to say they deserve more than the average, and that means a very heavy compensation. And to let them know that we really appreciate what they're doing. We really do. But it goes deeper than that, and I don't want to really get into that. I really don't want to get into it because it's not time. It's not time. Something about this almanac thing. The Book of the Dead. Something about it. Then I got the idea. I was watching this movie, and the movie had something that I was looking for. And I said, I gotta get that and distribute it on RBT. I gotta do it. But it can't be on a colony. That's the thing. It can't be on a colony. It can't be on a colony. Another show on a colony. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That will work. Spirituality could be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. See, people think that it consists of being nice. You know, we think of God and Jesus and all, but you're not really paying attention to the scriptures. It is nice and it is sweet and everything like that. But the Bible is full of all kind of things, man. I mean, all kind of questionable shit that will make you say, wait a minute, that's kind of odd. Well, that's kind of weird. That's not nice for God to do that or say that. Or why did Jesus do that? I wouldn't have did that or said that. Yeah, that's right. See how it works? That's the point. It's gripping. It's very gripping when you look at the fact that God said, I regret creating man. I regret it. That's how bad things was. I mean, they were bad all the time. And that's how it was before all of this we're going through. You know? Things change. You know how things change? You know, you notice how things just change. Nothing, you know, you try to, don't want to step on nobody's toes or nothing like that, but I remember when Muhammad Ali lost the fight. He asked the interviewer, you ever lost anything? You lost stuff before. You know, it's like the big mouth stops, you know. The big mouth stops. And that's kind of what we're going through now. It's like, well, the big mouths, they don't stop. Nobody's really talking anymore. And I don't know. That's just me, man. You know, that's just me. I'm drawing something at the same time. Hold on. I'm not saying this, that, and the other about it, but kind of, it still makes you scratch your head. Like, wow, you know. So it's quiet, you know. And those kids that's down there, they see a bunch of kids down there partying and everything. Something ain't right with that. Yeah, something ain't right with that. I'm just not buying that stuff, man. That's, I just don't think, something's just not right about shit. You know, I just got, I don't know. Maybe it's my third eye. I just don't buy a lot of shit. And y'all know I tell y'all around RVT I don't deal with the world and everything like that. But this is freaking important here. You know? This is really, really important here. So it's not a question of I don't deal with the world. Hey, you can do that all you want. You don't know what's going on, and you can go out there and bang. Because they're going to tell the truth in some kind of way. I'm sure they're not going to make everything full of shit. You know, they're not going to make everything full of shit. So it's good to pay attention. Good to pay attention. It's good to pay attention. Yeah, I'm cooking and working on something at the same time. Interesting. And I like it so much. Like being occupied, you know. I just like being occupied. Okay, I think that's it. Everybody's looking for answers, you know. Everybody's looking for solutions. Most important. Mom got to be God right now. We got a mother who don't want to be around their mom right now, dude. You know what I'm saying? Mom is like God right now. Probably driving her the hell crazy though, but that's the price she gotta pay for being a mother. I mean, everybody's around mother probably, and everybody. I mean, mom is like Jesus Christ right now on the planet Earth. Everybody's around their mother. I know that. I can sense that. You gonna bet your sweet ass on that. Mom is Christ right now. Everybody around their mother, believe that. From adults to children, the grandchildren, the whole family around. They say, Be careful of senior citizens, my ass. They around their mother. Believe that. They're around mom. Ain't that much don't be around old people in the world. They're around mom. Mom is like Jesus right now. When I think about my adoptive mother and everything, the way I used to be, it was a safe place, you know. Even if it wasn't really safe and all, it's comfort. It's real comfort, you know. Real comfort. And you cannot drag them away from their goddamn mother. I don't give a fuck who you are. You ain't dragging nobody away from their mom. You know? That's just the way that is. Now getting back to the almanac, because that's really nobody's fucking business about the mom thing. It's nobody's business. So getting back to the almanac, minding our own business. I just think it's something that we need, you know? I think it's something that would be cool to have around RVT. It's an almanac. Not just any ordinary, I was about to say, not just your average almanac, but a different kind of almanac. You know, a different kind. A different kind of almanac. Usually almanacs deal with predictions. I can handle that. I can handle that. But it's the man-made stuff that I can't handle. That movie really got to me. Really got to me. That movie really got to me. I said, hey, that's what I need. Right the fuck there. And that's just the way I seen it. I said, I need that right there. You never think about the Bible being so powerful, like a witchcraft book or a Satanist book, and yet and still that's what it is. The only difference is it's good. It's not bad. It's good. Just as powerful as a Satanist book. I don't think there's any book dealing with Satan and the book says, come on and do what I say in this and I can help you out. You will see me and I'll get close to you. There's no other, there's no such Satanist book like that. But it's a God book like that. It's called the Bible. You know? And when you look at it that way, you can't help but say, you know what? I see something here. I see something here. But like anything else, you gotta believe it. for it to work. You know, and a lot of people don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't want to believe it. It's not they don't have time to. They don't want to because they think, okay, you gonna come into my life and I gotta listen to you. Nobody wants to listen to nobody. You know, it's so complicated but so easy at the same time. You know, it's so complicated but so easy at the same time. Remarkable. It's just a remarkable finding the Holy Scriptures are. People trying to cash in of this virus thing. They'd rather cash in and be right. You know? In other words, they spend all their careers and shit trying to say the conspiracies and all that shit. And this is the time to shine and say, see, I was right about everything I talked about. But instead, they trying to rob you. Get money from you. Making miracle potions and shit like that. They prefer that. Exactly. They prefer that than looking like they're right. I want the money. I don't want to be right. I want the money. That type shit. Kind of ironic. But this is the world, you know. Fuck being right. I want the money. Fuck being right. I want the money. I don't care about being right. And they going out like that, you know. Instead of sitting back saying, hey, I was right this and I was right that. I'm going to try to cash in on this shit. Making things worse for themselves, I suppose. You know? Disney World is closed down. And late night TV is taking it to the shows on YouTube. They benefiting off their YouTube channels, which they should have been doing in the first place, right? They should have been doing that in the first place. Benefiting off their YouTube channels. They should have been doing this more freedom on there. So a lot of late night shows taking advantage of their YouTube channels. They say, I ain't going nowhere, I'm right here on YouTube. Very smart. Very, very smart. Very smart. I could do artwork all fucking day, you know that? I can. And it doesn't bother me. I've really tried to get an art job before. But there was no animation in Philadelphia, and I used to piss and curse this damn city. That damn city don't got shit in it, not a goddamn thing. All the art studios was in New York City. That's one of the reasons why I was going there. Philadelphia ain't had shit. You wanted to be an artist, you were shit out of luck, man. I ain't have nothing. You want to be an artist, you want to be prepared to travel. If you're from Philadelphia, because ain't shit up in there. But you would think for a second, is it really that complicated? And it was. Artists, to be an artist, you have to, it's a rarity, you know, it's rare. Not everybody can be, it's an artist. A lot of people can do art, but a lot of people are not artists. There's a difference. There's a difference. You know? Check this grub out, huh? What about that? That looks nice. What makes the unknown so scary? Do you know? Do anybody know? The unknown might have something to do with this disease that's going on right now. Of nobody really knowing where the fuck it came from. Everybody's dealing with it. Why do man fear what he don't understand? When there's really nothing to fear at all. Why is it important to get eggshells out of eggs? Almost like you're going to fucking die or something. Why is that important? All of these mysteries in life, you know? That's me beating eggs. Come on, girl. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. What's wrong with you? Disgusting fuck. Hold on for a second. You see all the restaurants going out of business? You see all the restaurants going out of business? Just amazing how things just changing. They call this the new United States of America. Did you believe that? If they call this the new United States of America, then what the fuck you call Italy? It's madness over there. Something ain't right. Now they read past China and death tolls. When is people gonna start asking the right questions? You know, I know. I guess minding your business ain't so bad, huh? How you could be in the business and mind your business at the same time? How does that work? Come here, Pop Pop. That's my Pop Pop. Here. Here you go. My Pop Pop. I don't understand. So anyway, stop trying to change the subject, guys. I mean, that's what I'm saying here. Stop trying to change the subject. What makes the unknown scary? Somebody say, Rashid, I don't know. Check that out. What makes the unknown scary, creepy, or something to be feared? That's a pretty good goddamn question. Yeah, you have a pretty good goddamn answer. And on that screen is a scroll that's going to be on Rashid's almanac. That scroll is a representation of. Don't worry about what's written on it, because I made it so I can write on it over and over again. Nonetheless, that scroll is something that Sadicians use. We use scrolls a lot. We just do. That's why I know how to draw them so good like that. And y'all saw them before. I was praying. I wasn't praying. But along with the scrolls happened last night after, because I did a picture up yesterday. And I wound up putting my head down. Remember the rosary beads? Okay. I wound up putting my head down with the rosary beads, and I lit the candle. And man, I just phased out. And when I came to, I had the idea of making the almanac. I know that you find it hard to believe, but guys, I'm not lying, it's the truth. Now, I know I said I got the idea from watching a movie, and I did. But you know ideas when you kick around and you're not serious about them and they just in your head. You say, yeah, it's a good idea. It's a thought. It was like that. But when I had the rosary in my hand and I had my head down, I had the candle lit. Because I do a lot of that because of Shiesty. Something came over me, man. Something just came over me, like, very powerful. Not like a demon or anything like that, or possession or something. But just something spiritual came over me, and I wanted to make this Rashid needs an almanac. Something I could carry not only on social media, but away from social media as well. And I never thought about having one. I do need it. We had a meeting about it. Okay, let's make one. It has to go in the calendar. I don't need 2 spiritual shows here. I don't need 2 spiritual shows. On this show, I want to really express my spirituality. But last time I tried that on the colony, people ran away. Well, they ran away, okay. But, okay, this is what you do. Make a show. And I listened to them. They said, make a show where I can do it. That way they'll know what to expect. Okay, then this is the colony. I know Rashid ain't going to scare me away from this. I look at it. But that show right there, I know Rashid can get deep at, so I'm not going to look at that. Problem solved. That way I can vent out what's inside me about spirituality better. And what better way than the almanac? What better way? What better way? I'm sold. And that's where it came from. I held the rosary in my hand. I had the Mary lit, my candle Mary lit. And I was in deep trance. I was just, and it was a preacher, a Christian preacher on the TV just preaching about how scared, you could just see how scared he was because of this virus thing. And it just hit me. It just fucking got to me. Like, I'm so sick of this bitch ass shit all around me. Where's the faith in God at? Where's the faith of, like, is something stronger than what we're going through? And where is the faith in that stronger? Where is it? Where is it? Why all around me I'm seeing scared and I'm just sick and tired of looking at it. And I came up with the almanac. Now I can vent. Now I can, yeah. Because I'm sick of this. I'm just tired. We don't have to be afraid. Jesus told Peter, stop being afraid. Or was it Peter? I'm sure it was. Stop being afraid. What does stop being afraid mean? Spiritual from God is just as pungent as spirituality. Well, I mean, God is stronger than Satan. You know? People don't see what the Bible is. They really don't see what the Bible is. People don't want to change and say, I gotta be good and think good now. I gotta listen to a God. I want to do what I want to do. I'm going to smoke when I want to smoke and go where I want to go. Why do I want to do these things? But I also love my Lord at the same time. So I'm caught in a whim. Don't you think God knows all of that? And if you just come to Him, He'll show you how to deal with it. Some people say, well, that's the point. He'll show me how to deal. I can't deal with somebody. Dude, you're under somebody anyway, whether it's in your house, your landlord, your boss at work. It's somebody like that around you. And you don't want to leave them because some of them, like take for instance your boss at work. If you leave him, you ain't got no job, so you're going to put up with that asshole. There you go. There's somebody like that right there. But yeah, you walk around, so this, that, and other. Oh, okay, on my personal time, when I'm by myself, It ain't like my boss watch me and shit. That I can't do this and can't do that. But how do you know God? How do you know God? Why God ain't stopped King David then when he went to fuck Bathsheba? Why did God ask Cain, where your brother at? His blood crying up at me from the ground. His blood crying up at me. Where your brother at? If God watch everything, what about that? True now, the eyes of God are everywhere. But look at those incidences right there. What do that tell you about God? Don't you think he gives you privacy? And after all, if he watch you all the time, then he'll make sure you don't sin. Well, God wouldn't watch you sin? That's what you're telling me? That he's enjoying watching you sin? So he's watching you all the time, telling you what to do? See, all of that will come into play when you get to know the Creator. And you see it's not like that. That's man's way of thinking. That if a man was watching. But then again, this ain't a show for that. This ain't a show for that. I'm not going to get the preaching shit. I'm not going to get the preaching shit now. This is just shicing, and maybe I am going a little overboard with this, that, and the other, because it's a spiritual time, and right now, the spiritualness helps of what we're going through. It fucking helps. Better than nothing. It's better than going and watch this shit. And Hollywood closed. Hollywood is closed, man. Ain't no movie theaters nowhere. Hollywood closed. This, that, Mickey Mouse, Disney, everything fucked up. Dude, that's all you got is spirituality, if you ask me. What else you got, mate? But if you don't believe in this, then I don't know what the fuck you doing for entertainment. I don't know. That's a good one on me. You watching that violent shit? Damn, you one strong son of a bitch, dude. You actually watching violent. It's like the whole outside is on fire. Yeah. The whole outside is on fire, and you're in the house drinking fire milkshakes. You one strong son of a bitch, dude. They be putting on all that violence and shit while the world is like this. I mean, you could take a lot. No, seriously, you could take a lot in your brain. That's a lot right there. That's a whole lot. And when you finish viewing that stuff, and all, you gonna walk away feeling good. You one strong person to do that. Hold on for a second. You one strong person, dude, to put up with that shit. That's a whole lot to be taking in your ass. That's a whole fucking lot, dude. Motherfucking copywritten my fucking ass. Got my ass on that. That scroll y'all see before you right there, all of that I created out my head. All of that. The lettering, I had to look at something and duplicate it, but if you really look at the lettering, you'll see that it's uneven and off. So I just looked at it and duplicated it with my hand on a piece of paper. And that's the best way I could get that shit. But that's good enough for Sadiqian, so. Yeah, it's Sadiqian words, because it ain't the same, so. But that's the best I could get that. The lettering thing. You know, fuck all that tracing shit. But that scroll I did fresh out my head. That baby, y'all, the firehouse, straight out my head, dude. Most of my content straight out my head. Most of it. I love that lettering right there. I love that. I love it. I love it. A lot of people shed tears over what we're going through, you know. It's very hard to think that we got to this point, you know, like, what happened? I mean, even the economy is fucked up now. Trump said it's going to be better than before once we get on our feet. So even he's admitting it, that it's fucked up. Africa caught it. Yeah, Africa caught it. Africa caught it hard. South Africa caught it really hard. Half of that continent has the virus. Half of Africa has the virus. Check that out. Half of them, dude. Have it. It's not like the United States, when you see the map of the United States and they show the affected, all of the United States is all red now, and you was counting down saying it's about to be all red, and finally the United States America map, the country was all red and shit, because these all the areas that's affected. Alright, Africa is like that, but every fucking body is affected in Africa. Everybody. Check that shit out. And they said most of them don't got running water or no way to get to no doctor. I swear to God, South Africa, half of the population is infected. Half. Ain't no affected areas in Africa. There's no affected areas. Half of the people have the disease and shit. How did that happen? I don't know, but it happened overnight. It just happened. Check that shit out. That's Africa. No shit. They said it's a drug called malaria. Doctors say that this malaria may help treat the virus. They're going to give it a try or something like that. So everybody keep their fingers crossed, you know. I don't know. He goes into detail about it, but you know, when the president talks, it's like you can listen and everything. It's just what the fuck is this shit? I don't know. That was weird. It's fine. Well, it's like, you're stuck in a whim. Like I said, when you're an entertainer, you're really stuck in a whim here of what to do, and what to say. So you come off trying to say and do the right things, so you don't trip your shit up. And when I first came on social media, I was one crazy son of a bitch, dude. And would you believe I'm still that crazy son of a bitch? But what, not right? When I backed up and shift all my content to be a certain way, was I right or wrong? I wouldn't have half the subscribers I have if I was still that dumb son of a bitch. Because it's not that something wrong with it, it's that people don't want to see that right now. See, when I first came on social media, it was room for stupid shit. But now it's all drained the fuck out. Nobody wants to see stupid shit no more. But I miss it. And the reason why I'm talking about it now is because I want to say and do some dumb, stupid shit right now. And y'all know I don't. But I can't. I mean, it's best to just go, right? Sucks. Just sucks. I know it's not like having blue balls, but this sucks like blue balls, dude. It sucks like blue balls. And y'all motherfuckers know what blue balls is, dude. This sucks like blue fucking balls. I swear. Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm going to do this again tomorrow, guys. I'm going to try to do this again tomorrow. And y'all just take care, alright? I know they doing some work or some fucking shit. So y'all take care, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.